Here's one from Jim. Did he think Ronnie Garvin was the right opponent to lose to at 87, or should it have been Wyndham? And here's my question on top of that. Why would you lose to anybody then?
Just to move it around, I would have lost it. I think Ronnie was great, but I think Barry would have been a better one to lose it to.
I thought you and Ronnie, the physicality, the chops,
Hmm.
I thought it made that match and the matches you had with him unique.
Yeah.
I think Barry would have been a better choice, and I think Barry was a better performer, but I don't want to give Ronnie short shrift, and I really did like that series.
I love working with Ronnie Garvin.
Right.
You'd asked me again. I think Barry was at his peak right there in his prime, and I can't remember why Barry didn't get it, but yeah, it was a hell of a time. I love working with Ronnie, but man, it was in there. Trust me.
And finally, here's one from Rip the Proton Hot. That's a name from your past. Could you envision your legendary path without Mid-Atlantic Crockett Promotions in the 70s?
Absolutely not. They're as responsible for as anybody.
And you went from training in AWA and performing there right to Crockett. Did you have any other options then, or was Crockett pretty much it?
They reached out to me. I went Wahoo, went to George Scott, and they called me, and I said, "Hell yeah!"
Well, and that's
It's a call to call. Everybody waits for when somebody wants you.
and that's the key too. I sometimes see where wrestlers like try to go. Well, it's different now with only the handful of companies, but you should go where you're wanted, not where you want to go. Correct? I think some
Exactly.
wrestlers have some wrestlers made that mistake in the past, trying to kind of shoehorn their way in somewhere.
Um, yeah, I mean, I think it's always better to go to a place where you've been asked to come, and that would be my take on it.
Well, Nate, another successful podcast finished not without some trepidation, but it was tremendous as usual. You spoke your heart, you spoke your mind, and you did it again. You're still the greatest. One more podcast on, and you are still numero uno.
Thank you.
That is Ric Flair. I'm Mark Mann. We'll be back next week with Woo Nation Uncensored.
Woo!